Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're very much welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon, and today we're going to do makeup on this beautiful, beautiful model of ours. Okay, she wanted something bold, so that is what we're going for. And I'll be teaching my student as I do this, so you're going to see her once in a while in the video as we do this whole session. Okay, before you do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them. Kama kawaida. And if you like the video, give it a big, big, big thumbs up. With no further ado, let us go straight into the video. Okay, so to start off, we're going to start off by using gel. Nowadays, I have a preference for lining eyebrows with gel as compared to an eye pencil, especially when I'm doing a client's makeup. I prefer lining with gel and then filling it in with eye pencil. Now to fill in, we're going to start off with the bar soap to brush through the brows. Okay, using the thick white foam on the bar soap. And then after that, press that down so the eyebrows stick onto the skin. Allow for that soap to dry out completely first before we start filling in. Then to fill in, now we're using the Davis eye pencil. The shade number is 3. And to fill in, we're just going with hair-like structures, literally just mimicking the hair-like structures. So we're going to do strokes very, very gently, just to mimic that. And then to clean, we're going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. The shade is Fine, not starting from the inner corner directly, leaving a bit of space around the inner corner. For the inner corner, we're going to go in with a foundation that matches our skin tone, not a concealer. The concealer we used was 2 shades lighter, so around the inner corner, just using a foundation that matches her skin tone. And then we're going to blend that product in with a fluffy brush before we start setting the lids for eyeshadow. Now to set the lids, we're starting off with a Golden Lip Cosmetics eyeshadow base. The shade number is 01, starting from the lower lid, moving up. So as it goes up, it just blends into the concealer. And then for eyeshadow, we're starting off with a small round fluffy brush, placing the eyeshadow just around at the midpoint of the lid. Around the inner corner and outer corner, we're not going to apply anything. Then blend that in. And guys, before you start applying eyeshadow on a client, okay, make sure you understand the shape of her eyes. For her, she has in width, it's a very small space. So we're going for a technique that is going to open up her lids, especially towards the outer corner. So after we're done blending that in, we're going to go in with a flat brush, just placing that curve with a dark brown eyeshadow. Okay, and then we go in to blend that dark brown using a very small tiny fluffy brush like that. Okay, it has to be very, very tiny, so the placement is very, very precise. Okay, just around that area as instructed in the video. Then after you're done blending that part in with a very, very tiny brush is when you go back in with a slightly bigger brush just to finish up with the blending, so everything blends in together after you're done. Okay, and remember, we're just emphasizing the curve there around the outer corner because we want to open up the outer corner of the lid. Then after that, we're just going to go back in with our eyeshadow base, the white eyeshadow base. Okay, all over the lower lid. That would include towards the outer corner of the lower lid as well, but don't apply too much product when you're doing this. Remember, we're not drawing a cut crease, we're just blending this in on the lower lid. And then after that, we're going to go in with our nude shade, our preferred nude shade. Okay, just on the lower lid as well, where we placed the eyeshadow base on the lower lid. Just go over it, and here we're going to tap it in. Be careful not to go over that curve you created towards the outer corner. Okay, and don't use too much product as well. And then next we're going to place stones just where we created the curve, just above it, slightly above it. Remember, she wanted to go for a bold look, so we're starting off with a clear glue, and then we place the stones on top of that. Not too many, just wanted to go for 3 at least, just to emphasize that curve again. And then after that, we're just going to go in with a gel liner, black gel liner, just a very tiny line. Again, guys, as we said earlier, we're just trying to open up her lid, so we're not going for any technique that is going to close down the outer corner of her lid. So a slight, very tiny line goes a long way. And as I said earlier, I was teaching my student here. As you can see, she's doing the other side, so I would do one side and she would do the next side. Then after that, we're just going to apply mascara first before we go in with falsies, and we do not want very dramatic falsies, so they're going to be very almost natural looking falsies. Then after that, we're moving on to the face now. Started by cleaning the face and then moisturizing. I use is it Bondi Sands or Bondi Sands, however you want to pronounce it, all over. Then allow for that to set before we move on to the next step. Then next we're going to go in with a primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer, and I'm going to apply that on her T-zone area because she has dry skin. So we're just going to emphasize that towards the T-zone area and then allow for that to set again before we move on to the next step. And then after that, we're going to move into foundation. And I had to apply foundation that matches her skin tone to the exact. Okay, and when your client's skin is already looking amazing, you don't need to use too much product. I don't know why people have a tendency of using too much product nowadays. But yeah, a little product goes a long way. So I'm just going to apply foundation all over except for her under eyes. And here we're going to tap it in. And I'm using a brush for this. Then after we're done with blending in the foundation, we're going to go ahead at using a highlighting concealer. So this is a concealer like 2 shades lighter than a skin tone. Going to start with the under eyes, placing some around the outer corner of the under eyes and the inner corner of the under eyes. And then we're going to place some around the bridge of the nose as well as the forehead. Then as we wait for that concealer to set, we're going to go in with the cream blushes from Fenty Beauty. So I'm going to use the Wild Berry Whip and Fire Papaya. So the darker one on the lower side and then the lighter one just above it. And we're going to place this on the high points of the cheek. Then blend that in immediately after. Then after we're done with that is when we go into blending now, starting right around the bridge of the nose and the forehead, and then the under eyes as the last point of blending. And here again we're tapping. And for blending, take your time. Always take your time. Don't be in a rush to blend. Okay? And then after that is when you go back in and blend in the under eyes now. And then after we're done blending that in, we go in with a lighter shade of concealer now, just around the inner corner of the under eyes to brighten her under eyes. Then as we wait for that to set, we're going to go ahead and do the cream nose contour. For cream nose contour, you're just going for, just, it can neither be a concealer or a foundation, just a shade darker than her skin tone, okay? For the nose, you have to be very, very careful with contour. You don't want to use something that is too conspicuous or too dark, okay? Then after we're done with that is when we come back in to blend in the lighter shade of concealer we used to brighten the under eyes. And again, take your time to blend. Then immediately after that, we're going to go into set, starting off with a compact finishing powder that matches that shade of the concealer you used. I'm using a powder puff for this. And here you're just going to press it in. And make sure you go all over the areas you highlighted using a concealer. So that would include the bridge of the nose as well as the forehead. Then after that, we're going to go in with our powder contour shade. We're using Maybelline the shade at 375. It can be just 2 shades darker than our skin tone or 3. And then after we're done with that is when we go back in and do a loose setting powder now. And here I'm just going to focus on her under eyes alone. Okay, not all over because she has dry skin. And then after that, we're going to go in with our powder blush now, starting just under the eyes towards the outer corner. Make sure you blend that into the contour. Then after, use a setting spray and a generous amount of it. Then after we're done with that, we went on to lips, starting off with a brown lip liner. This is Davis. The shade number is 3. Then after that, we moved on to lips. We wanted to go for a nude with a pink undertone. So don't worry, I did not leave the lips like this. I had to add a bit of white on top and a gloss on top of that. So it gives us that pinkish tone when we're done, okay? And this would be it from us, guys. Let me know what you think on the comment section. See beauty. She was looking amazing, especially in person. And as you can see, this eye technique actually opens up her eyes, especially towards the outer corner. So before you do your makeup, your client's makeup, make sure you take note of her eyes, okay? Make sure you take note of her eye shape as well as her skin tone, skin type, all of those factors considered. And let me know what you think about this look on the comment section, guys. This would be it from us. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you have learned something from this video. And I shall be seeing you guys on the next one. All right? Please remember to subscribe, share to your friends. See you on the next. Bye.